Imagine a chilly Seattle morning in 1997. Jeff Bezos, barely 33, fires off his very first Amazon shareholder letter in a cramped office filled with don't-yet-ship books and buzzing ambition. He starts with a secret mantra, day one. What if this simple phrase could be the key to turning a humble online bookstore into a global empire? But what does day one really mean, and why does Bezos believe resting ever so slightly is the biggest threat to success? Bezos' obsession isn't with quarterly profits or short-term wins. Instead, it's a frenetic, relentless focus on staying in day one, the sacred zone of startup spirit. Here's how he lives that promise and why it's more than just corporate jargon. Back then, Amazon started in a small garage, with Bezos mailing out books himself and obsessing over customer reviews. Bezos wrote in his 1997 letter that every day should feel like the first day of the company, scrappy, curious, and fierce. This humble origin sets the tone: never settle, never get comfortable. Bezos compares day one to standing on the edge of a wild wave, steady balance, full of energy and risk. You can either ride forward or wipe out. It's a vivid analogy for maintaining that hunger and avoiding staleness. Day two, meanwhile, is the nightmare: stasis, bureaucracy, decline. Staying in day one means riding that wave always. This mindset forces Amazon to obsess over customers and invent constantly. The payoff: innovations like Amazon Prime, AWS, and Alexa grew out of this long-game thinking. Bezos credits this endless stretch of invention to the refusal to settle, a lesson for anyone aiming to build something that lasts. Forget investor first or competitor obsession. Bezos flips the traditional playbook. Amazon's heartbeat is the customer, but why exactly does this obsession make a difference, and what does it look like in practice? Bezos personally reads letters, emails, and Amazon reviews, sometimes forwarding critical feedback directly to teams. He shares in his shareholder letters how these voices pushed Amazon to fix shipping delays and refine product selection. This direct customer feedback loop is almost religious in his leadership style. Imagine customer obsession like a ruthless compass that points you relentlessly toward what truly matters, even when it's painful. Unlike chasing competitors or short-term profits, every decision reverses back to the core. How does this create a better experience for the buyer? It's a laser focus that cuts through distractions. This obsession doesn't just placate shoppers, it sparks breakthroughs. Amazon's one-click ordering and same-day shipping weren't just conveniences, they created a new baseline for customer expectations industry-wide. The surprising insight: treating end users as the North Star transforms business models. At first glance, Bezos' record looks spotless, but dig deeper and you uncover a treasure trove of failures, each a stepping stone. What does he teach about embracing failure, and why is it essential for invention? Amazon's Fire Phone is a famous stumble. Released in 2014, it flopped spectacularly. Bezos openly admitted the phone missed the mark on innovation and customer appeal. Instead of hiding the failure, he leaned into it, sharing how Fire Phone taught Amazon valuable lessons about what customers really want and the risks of ignoring core strengths. Bezos frames failure like a high dive into a pool. You have to take the leap even if you belly flop. Innovation demands that willingness to crash and burn sometimes. This willingness builds a culture where teams don't just play it safe but push boundaries fearlessly, knowing failure is an expected part of progress. The payoff: that same mindset powers Amazon's audacious bets on Blue Origin and cloud computing. Bezos believes you can't invent the future unless you embrace failing fast and learning faster, a ruthless, continual cycle that turns setbacks into springboards. Remember that chilly Seattle morning where it all began? Bezos' mantra of day one isn't nostalgia, it's a way to refuse complacency. He proves you can build empires by obsessing over customers, betting on what's next, and welcoming failure as your guide. So here's your challenge: next time you hesitate, ask yourself, are you in day one? Embrace that energy and don't let day two sneak in. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.